This conference will now be recorded.
Hey everybody, this is Sean Green, Wasatch Group Real Estate. How you doing? Just wanted to touch base with you. Wanted to show just a kind of a unique system that we use to analyze and value REO assets that will more than likely be purchased by an investor, whether that's for a fix and flip or a rental property. We analyze them both ways. Wanted to show you an example of an asset that was really a bugger to move and kind of one of these what we call an age inventory report, and the approach we take. To give you a little bit of background, I do a lot of REO, but also a lot of fix and flips and rentals. I've done a lot for investors, but I also do a lot for myself. I own quite a few rental properties, and we've got a lot of background in the property renovation space. And so you'll kind of be able to see that as we move through this report. So just to give you an overview of what this report comes up with, this is a property in Taylorsville, Utah. That's a Salt Lake County property. The current list price for the asset at the time was $215,000. By using our property renovation spreadsheet that we'll look at, we determined that the maximum an investor would offer in our market is $191,000. Generally speaking, what we see in our market is we see investors looking for between a 10 and a 12% cash-on-cash return. And we've got a calculator that I'll show you that automatically figures what that is. The renovation expenses, based on our property renovation spreadsheet, came up to $24,410. And then there's the as repaired value when the investor ultimately renovates it and resells it. And then this is the actual cash on cash number that the investor is going to realize. Kind of fun to see those numbers right in front of you. Very few brokers really have a system in place to be able to give you an accurate investor value on a property. Our clients love this because it reduces the number of days on market, and we get a real good accurate list price right out of the gate rather than waiting for price reduction after price reduction. This is a tried and true system. We buy a lot of the foreclosure trustee sale down at the courthouse, and it is amazing as we go down there after we've gone either through the property or after we've kind of done a rough estimate. It's amazing how close we are to all the other investors' bids. We're talking about a lot of experienced investors, and we all have a little bit of a similar system, but it's fun to see how accurate this ends up being. So here's the calculator I told you about. This is something that as we put in the list price at the purchase price, so this is the current list price. This isn't doesn't do anything in the calculation, but purchase price, rehab cost, and resale value. And all we have to do is we just modify that purchase price there until we get to a 10 to 12% cash on cash value, and then it will tell us the investor profit. As far as renovation costs go, we take a real world approach to this. This is the MLS listing of the property that was analyzed. So what we do is we go through the property room by room. Like for instance, here we start in the entryway. We say that there's 30 square feet of tile that needs to be replaced, 2 switches and outlets, 2 closet doors, living room, carpet, moving down this list. So basically what's happening is we go through each room and then we populate the field with what needs to be done, and it will give us a value. So here's a kind of a fun total. This is the kitchen. So we went through it room by room and said, okay, we need these items to be completed. And then you see what our total here in the kitchen, $7,200 and about $7,250. And then this is all totaled up near the end, and it gives us a real world renovation cost. These numbers are based off of what my contractors actually do this stuff for. So whether you're a REO client that's really selling as is, or you're an REO client that's really selling as repaired or fully repaired, this system really will help to pinpoint a value whether it's as repaired or fully repaired or fully renovated or whatever you want to call it. As you go down, you just notice there's bathroom, just about every room, and then it even totals up and gives a total number of items that need to be purchased for the renovation. So anyway, this will kind of give you an idea of how unique and thorough our renovation valuation system here is. So again, just to go back and review, on this particular one, there was an investor profit of about $21,000 for a 10% cash-on-cash return. And that takes into account cost of resale, cost of renovation, title fees, all of that fun stuff. So anyway, we'd love to put this system to work for you. If you have any questions or if we can assist you in any way, feel free to give us a call and we'd be happy to help you out. Thank you very much.